In this video, I'm going to talk about everything you need to know and everything you need to follow to crack that one damn exam, IIT JEE.
Hello, why are you so worried about the exam? Be chill.
I can't. Why? Because I made a promise.
Hello everyone, welcome back, and if you are new here, my name is Sricharan. Let me tell you what's there in this video. First things first, if you are a student who completed class 10 or class 11, this video is for you. A clear-cut roadmap for you, techniques to study, the mistakes which I have done during my preparation, things to keep in your mind, and most importantly, time. If you understand these things, then you will be ahead of 90% of people who spend their 2 to 3 years of their life to understand this. In the end, they will be left only with the regret. So without wasting time, let's start. The first thing before going to roadmap is to know what kind of a person you are. Are you a hardworking person who can hustle every single day, or a type of chilled person who doesn't want to do much hard work but wants to be smart and directly achieve what these people will achieve if they can't crack the IIT JEE exam? Decide yourself. Whatever or anything you learn, first ask these 3 questions to yourself: why, what, and how. Why you want to achieve it? Tell it to yourself. That one strong reason. What you need to do and how you are going to do. Because when the why is clear, then how is easy. You need to be clear on why. It doesn't mean you are not going to lead a better life if you are not studying in an IIT. Definitely not. It just increases the probability of it. Now coming to why, what's your goal? Whether you want to crack mains, advance, or Eamcet. You have 3 choices. Set the goal. Don't let your hard work just go away. Make a proper use of it. Because if you don't know how much hard work you should do for the respective exams, then it is waste of your energy and time. Preparation and hard work are different in the 3 cases. Eamcet. You can set this goal if you don't want to do much hard work. You need to do hard work for the last 2 months before the exam. It's that simple and easy. You may ask, is this 2 months enough? It is for the people who listen to the lectures regularly and study when it times to study. You cannot do what you want to do. You need to know what you need to do at what point of time. Mains. If you are preparing for this exam, you need to hustle at least 12 to 16 hours every single day. If you are going to do this, mark these words, no one is going to stop you. Increase in the level of exam, increase in the level of preparation and hard work. You need to make a plan such that you will be completing the entire syllabus before 2 months of the first attempt. When you are preparing for this exam, your main goal is to crack advance. If at all you are not going to make it, you will have this chance of JEE mains. Once the first attempt completes, you need to start preparing for advance from the day itself. Got it? Advance. Everyone say it's the toughest exam all over the world. It is tough if you don't prepare till that extent. Basically, you need to study in the right manner. It's not hard, you are just lazy. If you are gonna follow all the things which I am gonna tell you, then you are done with it. Now why and what is clear. Let's come to the point, how. First decide where you want to be. Which college, which branch. You don't need to research on which branch to choose. Never. Everyone say these all come by building interest. We don't inherently have any interest. Not everybody likes to do math, but everyone has to do it right. In life, you have to build interest. It's very important to do so. There are mainly 2 reasons why you are studying. The first one is knowledge. You will gain knowledge and know how to live. Anyhow, it will be useful for you in many ways. Why you are studying, man, from your childhood? Why? To earn money and be successful? What does it mean by successful? To live the life as you wanted it. To live that life, you definitely need money. The probability of getting a high-paid job is in core branches. How would you know about core branches? Just research about past 5 years results. Now your aim is clear, right? Your aim is constant, no matter which college or anything. These 2 years won't come again. And if you work hard for these 2 years, you would have gone like this, you would go like this. You will see the best version of yourself after completion of these 2 years. How for mains? You need to score at least 97% in mains to get a good branch in a good college. Even if you are scoring in between 80 to 90%, you are same as the person who scored 40 to 50%. You both are not going to get anything with that. How for advance? When it comes to advance, focus on the subject you like the most and try to score maximum marks in that subject itself. Focus on your strengths, not on your weakness. You will be scoring more marks in your favorite subject and you will be doing what you love to do. The rest 2 subjects, see that you at least qualify those 2 subjects. In advance, it is important to qualify in each and every subject, unlike mains. Every subject has its separate cutoff. But how much you need to score? Score at least 70 to 80% in your favorite subject and 40 to 50% in the rest of the subjects. It's not that much hard to score. You need to be consistent and trust yourself and the hard work you do. How for Eamcet? You need to score at least 120 to 150 marks in Eamcet to get a best branch in best college. Unlike me, it's not good, it's the best. One thing I can say, it's not at all tough. You just need to have 1 to 2 months of practice and that's it. There are mainly 4 ways to achieve any goal. Low effort, low reward. Low effort, high reward. High effort, low reward. High effort and high reward. If you don't put much effort, then you will end up being in the third 3 colleges. You will get your reward based on the effort you put. Low effort, high reward. I want to put this Eamcet exam in this section. Even with the low effort, you can get the desired reward. High effort, low reward. Even after putting 100% efforts and hard work in preparing for the exam, you don't know what might happen. It's not in your hands. You don't even know at least you will get reward or not. High effort, high reward. This case is by chance or by luck. It's not always you get paid with the high reward. The probability of this case is very low. This can be only achieved if you are gone mad with studying in IIT and don't want to study in any other college. Even if you are not making it in this year, you will strive for another year until you achieve it. These are all the prerequisites before we dive into the roadmap. What is the roadmap? First, chemistry. The first thing I need you to focus on is chemistry. This is a simple and easy subject if you understand it in the right manner. The reason why I am asking to do chemistry first is you can gain more marks in less time because in the end it's just the marks which decide the rank when it comes to mains. Nobody will ask you in which subject you have scored. Marks should be the only thing that should matter to you. And the second reason is you all have the habit of reading entire textbook till your class 10. This is the reason. In chemistry you have to read the entire textbook. Start with easy and theoretical chapters which you are already familiar with. Atomic structure, periodic table, stoichiometry and thermodynamics. Start listening to YouTube lectures of these chapters. Once you complete listening to the lectures, take out the textbook and read the chapter. Don't forget to make a short notes. The short notes should be in such a way that you need to use it to revise when you are going to write the exam. Do this and complete 5 to 6 chapters. Once you complete every single chapter, you have listened to the lectures, you have read the textbook and prepared the short notes. And after doing all these things, solve all the questions related to that chapter and note down if you have missed some points. Once you complete these 4 to 5 chapters, you will get some clarity on you and what to do next. If you think that lecturers are good and you are okay with their teaching, solve with them. Read textbook and solve questions along with them, or else go study from YouTube. Because in this generation, still studying at 1x speed doesn't going to make it happen. Once see where you are in the competition with the whole. If you are the smartest in the class, then you are in the wrong place. There will be always someone who will be working harder than you. Physics. It's the most easy subject if you fall in love with it. It's the scoring subject after chemistry if you are a kind of person who doesn't want to remember much theory. First you need to start with familiar and easy chapters. Start with modern physics, units and dimensions, ray optics, motion of plane and force. Start with basic questions. Understand the concept in depth. Concept or the theory or the things which you need to learn in minutes, but not just spending hours of time on it. I learned physics from identity. I recommend you the same. Complete every single chapter. The thing is, you will have all the previous year questions solved on this channel, both advanced and mains. You can learn physics from this channel. Before going to start physics, watch some one-shot lectures on basic mathematics required for physics or something that will help you. One thing I can say that this is the best channel for physics. Now coming to the math. I think most of you are much interested in math. If you are not, then you are not going to make it happen. That one tough question that you solve from math can change your entire rank. If you solve a problem which is not solved by 80 to 90% of the people, you are more likely to get a good rank. Start listening to lectures. Start solving more problems. Maintain an error book. For maths, it's very important to maintain an error book. Trust me, it's really gonna help you in the end. Complete the syllabus as soon as possible. You can't be 100% perfect in any chapters. No one. And the thing is, you need to have the knowledge of all the chapters to make it easy for you. First complete 70% of each chapter with some good problems of that chapter. Don't waste your time if you can't able to solve or don't get any problem. Should not stick with that one question. When it comes to math, you need to develop a deeper understanding of everything. When I say everything, every little thing. Don't just by heart the formulas. Understand how it has come and what is the application of it. Build your conceptual understanding if you can't able to solve any question. Don't stick to that one question. Don't just go blindly. You only memorize formulas. Most of you don't know what understanding is. Understanding doesn't mean knowing the meaning of what's written. Rather, it means that connecting the concept in different illustrations you see around, and then comes applying it. If you just depend on the formulas, it might solve problems for now, but in the long race, it doesn't going to help you. Distance formula derivation. You'll be using it in almost every single chapter. I'm sure everyone is gonna tell you, remember that formula, but no one is gonna tell you how the formulas come. You need to develop the thought process. You'll get to know about this thought process once you start solving problems. At first, you won't be able to solve any questions, and you will amaze after seeing the solution. Then you will get to know how you should think. You cannot get this thought process in a week or month. It takes time, and don't worry about that. Just theory understanding is not sufficient to solve problems. You need to develop the art of problem solving. That not only strengthens your grasp over theory, but also gives confidence to tackle any problem. Learn this thought process. The golden tip for you to learn this is don't buy hard formulas or don't remember any formulas. Not being able to think deeply is one of the major reasons why most of the people are lacking problem solving. It's more like observing the creativities of the solution, and you'll get the goosebumps while solving an illustration or looking at the solution. That's when you can show it in a way an extreme deep thinker does. If you had a doubt of what books to read or where to practice, you don't need any books. You just need to know the syllabus. If it comes to questions, solve past 5 to 6 years of previous year questions, and it's up to you and your capability to do more. Keep this thing in your mind. The learnings that you will have by watching the lecture video is greater than the you yourself reading the book. Mistakes that I have done during my preparation, and you should avoid doing it. Starting my preparation lately, depending on someone else so that they will make me complete everything. Learning at a slow speed, not solving enough problems and just focusing on theory. Learning everything blindly. I have done this mistake and it would take me a lot of time to understand anything. The first thing you need to do is to know the application of it. Because once you know the application of it, you will be curious to know and know the mechanism behind it. Not taking enough mock tests. I literally use it to ignore mock tests. Not maintaining a notes to note down all the mistakes that I have done during my exam. You will not understand how much time do you have wasted until unless you get closer to the exam. Doesn't matter if you have just completed class 10 or class 11. If you are especially in your class 11, just put your phone aside and start preparing, man. It's already too late. You should not talk more. Limit the time that you speak. Speak only when it is needed. If you want to achieve something, cut down everything and everyone. Not everyone who started with you will finish with you. If you want to regret, do it. Don't make any emotional connections with anyone. It definitely sucks your time. And in the end, you won't get that time back. If you want really something big in your life, these things don't matter. Doesn't matter, won't matter. Focus on your goal. Everything else is just a distraction. Solve and practice questions as if you are writing the exam. Whenever you complete a chapter and start solving your problems, solve them in a time-bound manner. You need to know how to manage your time. Don't just look at the problems and ignore calculations. Ignoring calculations is the biggest blunder that most people commit. After completion of every single chapter, mark some 20 to 30 good questions, and whenever you revise it, you need to revise it along with that questions and the mistakes that you have done in that chapter. Studying at night is not at all recommended. Study at daytime. You cannot go opposite to what is inherent to us. Take care of food you eat. Not taking breaks. This is the biggest blunder that I have done. You should not study continuously for 5 to 6 hours. Take 10 to 15 minutes of break after completion of every 2 hours. It definitely helps you. I did not take breaks. Because of that, the first 2 hours I was more productive, but at the end of last 2 hours, I was not able to make it happen. I would have done more if I had taken breaks. You don't need to wake up at 4 am or 5 am to study. Because from years, we humans instinct to certain time where we need to sleep. You can't make it as a habit of waking up at 4 am. Even if you make it, you're going to fail. Don't waste your time in experimenting these things. As soon as you wake up, just study continuously for 2 to 3 hours. These 2 to 3 hours are golden hours, where your productivity will be at your peaks. Once you get into this loop, you'll get to know that you cannot be more productive from 6 pm to 12 am. Everyone has a question of how much time should we sleep. At times I used to sleep 5 hours a day so that I will do what others won't. So that tomorrow I can accomplish what others can't. But you should give your body enough sleep. Hustling is not bad, but staying awake till late nights is something I think of is absolutely bullshit. Don't hustle, be smart. Don't sacrifice your sleep for anything. Instead, stay productive during the daytime itself. During the 2 years of my JEE preparation, I watched all the lectures of coding sections over 5 times from different sources. I solved over 300 questions, done PYQs. Out of 5 to 6 questions of coding sections in my JEE advanced paper, guess how many I solved? 0. I'm not kidding. Maybe the chapter is uninteresting and difficult, right? Not at all. In fact, after completing the every lecture, I would go through the recipes and questions at one sitting. I was pretty sure that I can solve any question from JEE mains, but I was faulted as many JEE aspirants. I made my descriptive notes with diagrams and shortcuts, but I have missed out something very crucial. Let me explain. Every time I finished the lectures, I would leave my notes untouched for 2 to 3 months. When threatened with an upcoming test, I will revert back to my notes only to realize that every concept seemed unfamiliar. I could not remember most formulas and the shortcuts that I have made. After writing the test, I would carefully go back to the notes that I have made. The cycle repeats. The IIT JEE has a vast syllabus. Even the most clearly understood topic will fade away in just 2 to 3 weeks. It is not your fault. It needs fixing. And the only tool that I know against this is proper revision. Revision through notes or by one-shot lectures or revising the marked questions to ensure that the concepts you have learned remain fresh and clear. You can save a lot of time that is wasted by relearning the things by proper revision. So remember, the most crucial way to boost your advanced score is not by solving Irodev or MS Chauhan, but timely revision. It's that simple. Don't spend a lot of time on a single question. I have a habit of spending hours to solve that one damn tough question. I don't think so it is necessary. I'll tell you why. Not all the questions come from syllabus. Sometimes you need to think beyond the syllabus. You need to know the required concepts, and when you see the solution, you'll get to know that you are not even aware of that concept. Why you are listening to all this? To get motivated for 10 minutes and forgot everything after completing watching this video. Why? These are all the things that no one will tell you. And you have got the chance to escape from this. You need to understand it by experiencing it. Take a pen and paper and write down everything that I said to you. What you are looking at? Do it. Right now. If you want something really bad, you can't be as like everyone is. Everyone is waking up, everyone is eating, everyone is partying, everyone is sleeping. So if you want to be that, it's okay. But if you want really something bad, the path can't be same. You are enjoying sleeping, pasting, and if you want that, yoga. And very less number of people are taking that path because it is difficult. It is boring, but things to keep it in mind. It's not always you who will decide your future. Your parents, your teachers, your college, everyone who is in part of this affect you in this. Listen to everyone, but do what you want to do. Even if you are not correct on that thing, you will not have that regret. But if you are following someone who is not even aware about what it is, you will definitely going to regret. Your competition will decide where you will be. Because if you have a friend who is more capable than you with all the same facilities that you have, you will definitely work hard. That will make you to push your limits. The mindset is different when you are in a lot of competition and you need to get into that competition. The moment you realize the world is run by people who are smarter than you, everything changes. So don't go join in any random college. If the college that you are studying is not capable of producing IITians, how can you think you can be an IITian? Don't ever be like, mood nahi aa raha padhne ke. You can make excuses or you can make progress. You choose. Follow your plans, not your moods. You can't get much done in your life if you work only on the days that you are feeling like doing it. Don't study for the sake of studying. I don't know whether success will give you happiness or not, but happiness will definitely give you success. Do what you love. Fall in love with these 3 subjects. Your body can do it. It's time to convince your mind. If it is burden, you will never be able to perform your best. Thinking of securing a good rank, why don't you shift your focus to being a person who can score that desired rank? Doesn't matter what rank you'll get. What's more important is the person you become and the person you are. Don't make these 2 years burden. Enjoy the journey. These are only the 2 years of your life where you will be studying at your peaks. If you are a kind of person who has that what it takes to get into an IIT, automatically your probability of getting into it will drastically increase. Every time this depressive thought, will I be selected, comes to your head, I want you to shift your focus to, right at the moment, all my actions are similar to that who should be selected. It is not enough that we do our best. Sometimes we must do what is required. Don't you ever think what this subject teach you? Chemistry teaches you how to learn. Physics teaches you the conceptual understanding. Math teaches you the practice. Got it? Study for your career is good, but in the process don't forget to be happy. You will never be at this age again. Do not overthink on anything. Don't let anything make you sad, as it indirectly affects your thinking ability. The preparation and all the hard work that you do will come under only the 50% of your achievement. The rest 50% comes by how you manage your time and how you are on the day of exam. Read more books than status updates. Delete your Instagram app. Pause now. Do it now. You don't need more time. You just need less distractions. How you spend your time is more important because you are exchanging a part of your life for it. Time. Why I am stressing this much on time? Don't waste your time on anyone. If they are spending more time on something for someone, stop wasting your time. Revise something or do some leftover problems of other chapter. And whenever you feel like passing time, think of how many people like you are in the way. Think of every single second that you waste is the increment that you are ranked by 1 second. What to think? It's really gonna happen. This thing will definitely make you to get back to the work. You can't have that fucking motivation every single day. No one. Nobody can have that. Don't always try to find motivation to study. Make yourself as the motivation. Look at yourself. How hard you are trying and giving your bloody best. Even though if you can't anyway, whenever you feel like demotivating, I don't know whether you can remember every single important point of a chapter or not, but you can remember every single lyric of a song. That's where you need to find the advantage. Listen to that one particular song which motivates you, and you will end up being with 100% productivity. Whenever you feel like sleeping or studying, stop doing that subject and open your favorite subject. Start a new chapter or solve some interesting problems, or take a cold shower, and you need to do every single day. Take a cold shower before going to bed. It makes your sleep cycle better and makes more productive the next day. These are all the ways to get in the top 10% of people. Stop wasting your time. Use it wisely. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Worry is a misuse of your imagination. Your direction is more important than your speed. A lot of people are going nowhere fast. I don't prefer sharing philosophy of life stuff in this channel, but as you all are JEE aspirants, I should. And what's being said in this video is blunt truth. You all are preparing for exam and clearing it will make your life better, but it won't guarantee permanent happiness. I saw no IITian being peaceful by being an IITian. What gives peace is totally a different chapter we all must uncover. I don't want to speak more and I don't want to distract you. Set your main goal as JEE mains and explore subtle aspects of life as well. With that being said, see you in the next video.
I did it again. told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I